Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we come to it.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we come to it.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize and inform.
Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion.
You for know about salon politics.
Religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien.
We no go left nothing bien no.
Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we come to it.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we come to it.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
This not the team them where we dey talk about
Sierra Leone political history,
defeating the lives of fake people.
waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
and we like we self and better salon.
Indeed, Lawile and Better Salon. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting Online Television.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come.
developments now we come to it.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come.
developments now we come to it.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
You go get we live on Facebook and our YouTube channel at Unity Broadcasting TV. And do ya not forget for tap the subscribe button. Same way so, if you want check now we website, just type www.unitybroadcasting.com. Now the word out me family.
Live now is today in check Stephen Street today at the first edition of this week program, and we will forget a public figure, a dynamic young politician who we will get for talk with now the studio. Members say you can be part of the conversation. Let we talk on the issue, let we talk on the topic, let we not attack personality. Unity Broadcasting, we they connect voices. Me your name na Maria Marie Belkesh Dombea.
And your name now Elizabeth Kefuigembe. Today we will get inside the studio Honorable Usman Timbo. Honorable Usman Timbo, now one of the young dynamic figure in Sierra Leone. He don't hold a lot of awards and accolades. Recently, he resigned from the All People's Congress as Deputy National Secretary General with the intent for create a level playing ground. Due to that, Sierra Leoneans then, he come out and tell we say he want for vie for the most prestigious position in the nation, where now the presidency. That's not a seat where Sierra Leoneans then they yearn for. Every growing 40-year-old Sierra Leone they yearn for that. At this point in time, this morning we go examine Honorable Usman Timbo in political journey. We go know waiting at the way forward. We know say 40 years. 9 Sierra Leone as presidents, everybody liable for vie for that position. So this morning we go ask Usman Timbo whether he don't reach that age or waiting at the way forward. The level playing ground will be one for let it create. Some man they hold power onto the last minute, but in decide for relinquish the power for make sure say it gets himself more prepared and ready. Una go stay tuned as Unity Broadcasting go talk to Usman Timbo for various issues. Some issues where they inside the All People's Congress, the way forward for the All People's Congress, and how 2028 get for look like for the All People's Congress. Una stay tuned as we broadcast live from we 48 Shaka Stephen Street through with Facebook and YouTube channel. Yourself within our host, we want to be part of the conversation. Please make sure you send the text message to the number 0769469448. This number also there on WhatsApp, and you will be opportune for Lord read your text message. Please be civil and respectful for we guests as you get for stick to the topic. Me own name na Elizabeth Kefo Igembe. We go take a quick commercial break and we'll come back. We go bring in with guests on a stay tuned.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to
when you lay down on the wrong mattress, you go always wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Start your day the right way with Vitafoam's range of comfortable and affordable mattress and pillow them where available in stores them near you.
Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet all.
Welcome back. The program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. Inside the studio we get Honorable Usman Timbo. Honorable Usman Timbo now one of the prestigious and young dynamic leader na the All People's Congress. Few months ago, he resigned from opposition where people feel say not a time for let it resign, but in look at and say for create a level playing field for politics and also systems where you no go want to militate against them. We will talk to Honorable Usman Timbo for tell we about in political journey now the All People's Congress and the way forward as 2028 general elections day couple up and in a one party aspirant saying we don't pull head say he get for contest for the All People's Congress flag bearer position heading into the presidency. We get inside the studio Honorable Usman Timbo. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting.
Good morning, Unity Broadcasting. It's my pleasure to be with you.
All right, that's now Honorable Usman Timbo. So, Honorable, let me quickly start with something waiting at the lips of all Sierra Leoneans. When the National Remembrance Day, 24 years ago, we see where Tijan Kaba been declared as a war done. That was the acronym where he give. So that's day when 18th yesterday. At what age you been there and how you feel like where them is saying war done?
Firstly, to what age I was. I think I was 17 or so, because I remember 17. I made it from 5 at the time, you know, and that was one of the best days at that time in my life, because when somebody will go through the war in a salon, I experienced it firsthand. Lost 9 extended members of my family. In fact, one of my uncle, and I'm the first person when I killed inside this war at the north, you know. So I was there through the 1999 thing, 1997. I saw all the coups that happened since 1992. So I feel the war itself, and it was one of the best days of my life at the time. And I remember how pleasurable it was. I remember the scene of the downing of the ammunitions, Lunge, as well as the dismantling of the ammunition, burning of them. I remember that symbolic thing, and up till now, the famous words, or the phrase of President Kaba, "War done done," still playing on my mind. You know, and this is one thing where I feel it's good for longer the Remembrance Day. I remember quite recently that I asked some certain people about Valentine Strasser. They asked about President Bio, then Brigadier General during the NPRC days. Several people don't even understand that. They don't even know about what happened there. You know, so it's good for the members so we come out, you know, and how we not for make the same mistakes, for go back to the dark days with this country when they suffer that way there.
So we see President declare that they say a National Remembrance Day on every year. For the look at time. In your opinion, what if you say for do more beyond just remembering the day?
I think remembering the day is important. You know, I've put a lot of emphasis on in terms of begin do many things. But remembering the day as well as commemorating the day is important. But waiting this day for stand for. Now for remember we say these bad things will pass. And a so and so thing will make them bad things will pass. And once you remember that, and the consequences, the things that will happen during the war, it will make you know, say, if we make the same mistakes there, now down this road we will go, and now it will even be worse. So may feel remembering the day, commemorating the day, even if it's a monument we build for that, that will be enough, rather than we put too much emphasis on that. You know, so that's why I think just a Remembrance Day, as recommended by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report, I think that is important. That should be enough.
All right. In name now, Honorable Usman Timbo, I have to talk about in political career. That's not just an aside, because na a day we instead been there 17 years, and you look at them say the need they follow we just discuss about that. So Sierra Leoneans go one for no Honorable Usman Timbo. You are here. Who is this prestigious personality sitting in Unity but on our seats today?
Mina just Usman Timbo. Mina a Sierra Leonean. We born Freetown, Moritown to be specific. I'm 40 years old now. I'm a lawyer. Like I've been saying earlier, I'm born here, Armenia. All my life I've lived here, schooled here, I worked here, and I think most importantly for me, being a husband and a father of 3 kingdoms. Every other thing, I just added things, but most importantly, I'm a family man.
All right, Honorable, whilst we dive into your political career, you recently been resigned from Secretary General of the All People's Congress, the Deputy Secretary General, a great party yearning already, hurry to go to State House, like you compatriots can say, within Kinkanaya. With the aim, say you wanted to create a level playing field. So many, they will look at and say, me for hold power until the last minute, and there are certain individuals still in the position who may want to vie for other positions, but then still hold on to this power. Why you been decide for take that bull by the horn at that time as a young dynamic leader?
Like I said, the letter or my resignation letter, and Kayu just mentioned, I've been need for create a level playing field. The position I'll be holding the party been give me some unique advantage over other people. I was the principal assistant to the National Secretary General of the party, and thankfully he been put a lot of responsibilities in my hand. I had access to the database. I had access to all the delegates across the nation. I had access to membership and a lot of things. If I continue for daily, if I give me undue advantage over other people. Additionally, me are the principal draftsman of the APC New Democratic 2022 Constitution. One thing we've been put inside in our safeguard say, anybody who want for contest for be the flag bearer of the party, supposed for resign from that position 6 months before. But I resigned over 1 year. But in fact, because now conventions are slated for August, it's almost a year and a half why I don't resign. And the reason why, in addition to things I said earlier, you're running for the biggest seat in the nation. This is not about Freetown. It is not about your own thoughts that, oh yeah, I can do it. But you have to consult because you want to lead people. I've always maintained that I'm not sabialty. Nobody where they run so now don't get the experience for being president in this nation. Nobody. So we all need for land, and if you want to represent people, you need to understand the needs and aspirations of them people, and you feel the same pain within they feel. That is why, for me, I cannot be distracted by the things that they do within the party. I mean, within me official capacity in the party, I needed to take the back seat. I will need for go across the nation, for talk to the people, for consult with them, for share with them a vision, and also retain your aspirations. So that's the reason why at that time I felt that it was best for me for resign.
So you get this resignation, but there were a lot of clouds around this resignation. People were saying not for the right reason. You were being muscled. You were not given the free hand. You never express yourself as a Deputy Secretary General. Do you agree? You agree to that fact? Is that true?
I just explained to you what to make I resign. So people's perceptions you cannot control. People say the things where they want to say. And like I don't say many times, Osman Timbo as Deputy National Secretary General, different from Osman Timbo as a member of parliament or somebody in the media. Remember the position I hold was as an assistant. I told you as the principal assistant to the Secretary General. The responsibility of the Secretary now for right. And so there are many things we do when it comes to writing. And I also tell you earlier that the freedom when my boss gave me Lanson Adumbuya Esquire was enormous. So I did a lot of things. It's different from the time where you go see me in the media and they go do the work of the publicity sector. I wasn't doing that. But I can tell you that many things people don't know. Somebody believe in it. That's how I'll put it. But I had all the freedom to do what I wanted to do. Perceptions, I cannot change them. So if people go out for say what they say, it's up to them, but I know that I had the freedom to do what I wanted to do. And that also affects the way how I even communicate in the world of parliament. Because anything I say will be reflective of the Secretariat and the APC. So I had to be careful at the time.
Now you say you resigned. You resigned 6 months before, according to the party constitution.
6 months before the convention.
Before the convention.
The national convention.
You'd already resigned close to a year and a half. So meaning those who haven't resigned, if they want to raise their head for any position, you can able for stand against them or you can protest against them?
Well, I think I still get time, because if conventions are slated for August, that's the 9th month, right? The 8th month. So that means they can resign by February by this year. so they still have time to do it.
Okay, so Honorable, you have 10 pointers where you decide, say, now you pull out. So man can say, now manifesto. Walk me through those 10 manifestos and why you decide, say, now then you want for pay much attention to for Sierra Leoneans.
They're not manifesto promises, it's just my vision. The manifesto of the APC or any presidential candidate, we'll forget, belongs to the party. So together the party will provide a manifesto for its candidate, and I'm willing to work with the party as well as any other person where we all know that this race follow. We build a manifesto with a guide the way how the APC will foresee this nation go before. But in my own plan, I actually put together this 10 points for national renewal, a vision for national renewal. And amongst them, like how you say, if you want to go through the 10, it will take a long time. If you want to pick out some of them inside, we can.
Now, the major one are the education, more may look at, and the health.
Okay.
And they more as look specific because this new manifesto that we are working on that says free and quality education.
Yeah.
Or now you want to bring something more dynamic and different. So what's the difference with the bringing?
So what you are going to do, let me just see if I will go through all of them. And then we delve into the education and healthcare we did talk about. I think the first one got to do with uniting the APC and then the nation. The second one got to do with the enforcement of law and order, the fight against corruption and the fight against drugs. The third one got to do with a strategic plan. That got to do with a national development plan where they survive beyond political regimes. So if we get a short, medium and long-term plan for Salone, we're owned by everybody, collectively we put them together, then they will help we follow together, stop start any type of government change. I think the fourth one got to do with economic improvement, the economy. How we want to get private sector-led economy, how we want to go into industrialization and job creation, support for SMEs, how we want to do with harnessing the diaspora efforts that we need to make, all lending and for do with economic revitalization. I think the fifth one got to do with decentralization, effective decentralization. We have a decentralization policy now as well as a decentralization law. We know they effectively use. For instance, you have local councils across the entire nation. You won't forget a simple thing as a driver's license. You come off from Kailaon, you need for Freetown for a driver's license. You want passport, you need for come off from Falaba for Freetown for get passport. Some of these things can be devolved to people, to these local councils. Local councils should lead the development within their locality. So we say this now, they get to Bonth. For let Bonth do this road, let them do that road, or this infrastructure, health there, schools there. We have to effectively do that. But here we have, as much as by law, it's there. But in terms of effective decentralization, where these local councils are really made relevant and they do the work where the law said them for do, we have to be really serious about it. The next thing we're going to do is about the diversification of the sectors. Salone, we get a lot of focus. We put a lot of focus on the mining sector. But for me, I feel there's a lot of potential in the fishery sector, agriculture sector, and tourism. So for me, I feel we need to prioritize then 3 sectors, and then in addition to the other sectors that we're there. Then we'll come to the educational reform. For me, firstly, I'm not in support of the 6334 system. I was raised with the 6334 system, but I feel like a lot of people don't get left out because of the 6334 system. Remember the system before where you get a standard 7, you get a Form 5, before people they drop out of school, certain people they drop out of school. Time it where we person will tell you say that class 7 became in capacity at that time, or what he able to do at that time, or the way how he able to produce at that time. You cannot compare it with some of the Pekin and how they produce from once. You know, and they say garbage in, garbage out. You know, if you put rubbish in a school, that rubbish they expect for come out. So me feel teacher training is important. Continuous teacher education. Now you get teachers that will not go through all them teaching thing here, so they not get TC, HTC, whatever it is. They not get the requisite qualification for the be teachers. Some people see teaching as okay, why don't drop out of school, I go teach. Why not get job from university, I go teach. It don't necessarily mean say because, for instance, you come out university, you have the requisite skills for to become a teacher. So continuous education for teachers is important. We have to change the curriculum. Term don't change. You know, we'll take the old ways for teach, old curriculum, and bring and come into the system we they use now. I mean, the demands of the workforce, the changes will not happen, innovation and all, where they happen now. If you not upgrade your educational system, your curriculum, for meet the demands of the present workforce or the present changing in the world, then you will be left behind. Also, you have to think about technical education. Think about technical and vocational education. Think about the number of people that picking away who drop out from NPSC, from Beke, from WAS, from even universities. What happens with them people then? These are the people they turn to drugs now because they're frustrated. The system not provide for them. We're talking about the free quality education system now for the formal education sector. What about the hundreds of thousands who we don't drop out of school? What is the provision will they make for them one day? Overseas, some of the best paid people that the one day they do their technical work. Plumbers, carpenters, etc., etc. Or here, how much education are we giving to these people? How are we formalizing the system? Yes, there's law for that, but how effective is it? We need more schools. We need to put a lot of emphasis on STEM education too. So in terms of the education, I think I don't talk about that. The healthcare. I get a video where I see they make around where they talk about how the major hospitals still not salon, Connaught Hospital, Cottage Hospital, and a few others. I can't believe that. To this day, the way how Connaught Hospital they so, or the way how Connaught Hospital they so, the Cottage Hospital they so, these are the biggest hospitals in Sierra. It is sad. Government in, government out. We're still talking about this. I'm not saying we should not use them or upgrade them. If we think about better hospitals, hospitals at the lowest level, healthcare units at the lowest level, and it's not just hospitals, it's not about building. You can get this kind of building, but the facilities where they're inside, and they make you call a hospital a hospital. How effective will they use the system where President Nkrumah been carried? Pregnant women and lactating mothers and children under 5. How effective is it? You know, these are things that we really need to look at. For low move go before. We also need to think about a health insurance scheme. You come on a country where there's health insurance. We're person sick. Not only money we get for pain on the first way they remember about. Even the hospitals, not only money we get for pain and remember about. It's about the health of the person. The United Kingdom, it's the same thing. These are things we can bring Nayaso. You're working. Okay, this is for the workforce. Whether you're in private sector or in public sector, every month, if money they come off from your salary, they can't take from NACIT or this and that. They say this they go towards your health insurance. You will see people sick, now they worry, say, hey man, they will go hospital, oh, because I don't get money for pay, and I will get this and I will get that. If you just have the scheme every month, if not 50,000 or 100,000, it's compulsory to take it from your salary for those who are working. That may help for create a scheme. At the same time, for those who are not working, we can also do a social scheme where we will also bring them inside for ensure, say, the basic things about health care, then gets them. I think the ninth one therefore do with infrastructure. No country cannot develop if the infrastructure is not there. We need to think about roads. We need to think about energy. We need to think about water and sanitation. And for me, the visionary development of a new city. Me feel, Salone, we need a new capital city now. For make Freetown will be very, very difficult. Say for instance, you want to do new water catchments. What's how you put them? How you bring water that then communities don't become overcrowded? You can go broke people like Austin just because you have pass water pipe. It will be hard for them. How you be able to even bring electricity in a place where it's so overcrowded that you don't even know how to start. So I feel the planning of a new city, for me, I have a place already that I'm thinking of. You see this Lunge axis, take them up with local district. I think there's a lot of potential there. And
so
why I say
former president meets over Mama.
I'll tell you why now Lunge. Now we don't get debt too long to take now Lunge. The airport, over 350 or 400 and something million, $350 million. Now we don't go put them down at that place there. That debt will go take so. What is a debt? As in, it's money that will be paid back, but it's private sector. It's like a PPP arrangement where the private sector, they can put in your money, and from the way how they run the airport, that's where they make your money. That's the reason why tickets from Sierra Leone are really, really expensive, because then Turkish people are they try to pull their money back. Now we have that debt. It is not debt, we have that obligation. It is not an SLPP obligation. It is an obligation of the government of Sierra Leone. This edifice is there. We have to find a way to pay for it. If we left that and said, go to Mamama, go build a new airport to Mamama, then how would you deal with the Lunge airport? We don't need two airports in Freetown, in Sierra Leone at the moment. So you have to build around that airport there. Make Lunge a vibrant place once again. At the same time, you're creating a city that is separate from Freetown. We don't need immediately a bridge between Freetown and Lunge. We don't need. Ferries can do this work. I remember from Staten Island na New York, for come off from one place to another, you have a ferry that you use across. It goes across all the time, every 10, 15, 30 minutes, this ferry they go up. So we just need good ferries. We also need, because one day when they affect the ferries, I remember First Lady been talk about ferries, or somebody talk about ferries. When I say they don't bring ferries, and I say they will not work, because we need for do work that the jetty, or the jetty there, not for all kind of ferry they come there. Even the one that why you say some ask, well, my colleague aspirant who have for carry, they will not work because of the type of jetty they will get. We need to do a lot of work there for to accommodate then kind of ferries that they between Freetown and Lunge. So for me, I believe in a new city. And the 10th point is our youth and women's led governance. I want to see a lot of women and young people taking prominence in governance. So for me, these are the 10 points, and I hope say I don't talk about the healthcare, I don't talk about the education, we want to talk about.
All right, my colleague will come in and I get a pointer to that. Go ahead.
People believe say politicians then can always give a good lip service talk them. So exactly how this you political ideology they align with the APC vision for Sierra Leoneans?
The APC's vision is for develop this nation. It is not just lip service, it is enshrined in our constitution. And anybody will take power and do otherwise constitute anti-party activity and not work in the interest of the APC and in the interest of this nation. So for me, this vision is aligned with the vision for Develop Salon and the aim and aspiration of the APC in governance as well as in opposition, and for ensuring we develop this nation. So they're in tune.
So all of them good ideas and they're on paper. So how prepared are you for get or convince the delegates them for get you into the party, and at the end of the day for you being the flag bearer of the All People's Congress?
You know, power comes from God. That's the ultimate. And I'm not someone who always say power by force it has to be me. But I'm putting in the work. I don't do way more than anybody able to see, apart from those who are close to my team or those who have met. But I'm very confident in my chances of winning. I know we're going to shock this nation come the delegates conference. I'm very experienced in politicking. I've told people that I've won more elections, I mean the word elections, not selection, than anybody in the APC. And of all the one that they contest, nobody has pulled more votes in an APC internal election than me. So I know what I'm talking about. I've been planning this for many, many years. Some people know we just sit down and feel like, oh, Timbo just grab today, say one for lead. Maybe this, if we win 2023 with Dr. Samara Kamara as the president, maybe 2028 would not have been the time. But because of what happened in 2023, then they hasten this time because the APC is transitioning. But like I say again, I'm very confident in the work I have done over the years. I'm very confident in the work that I'm doing. And I know that I am the next president of this nation.
So what's different from youngest? Allow me for call youngest because now the name that they play some years back. Yes, what's different from youngest in political ideology to that of other politicians then?
I don't know, but I will tell you what I know about myself. For me, fairness for God is most important, and this leads to my sincerity and my humility. So many people who don't know me will feel like, oh, Timbo is arrogant. I am not. I'm a confident young man. At the same time, I'm very humble. People who really know me know that I'm humble and friendly. I'm a listener. Me not possible we not believe so sabi. Every possible idea, even in parliament, I don't tell people say, I don't hear me colleague them they talk at the corridors. The amount of ideas they will then get. Or you ask them for them, they can express them sometimes in English. It's challenging. I mean, one person will even feel like we need to reintroduce or introduce Creole in the debates, the parliament or local languages.
So meaning some parliamentarians are not highly qualified in English speaking?
No, that's not the requirement.
Okay.
So if English is not a requirement for the parliament,
somebody not able highly express himself from the ideas we think of.
All of us. Okay. All of us. I can tell you, my get people them way to talk English. If you ask them for let them talk within a one in Mende, or let them talk in Fula or Limba, they will talk it better. Yeah. They will express it better there because it's the mother tongue, the natural language, the L1. So why we want to do this to ourselves? Say, oh, for talk a bold language all the time. Yes, it can be the official language, but look at parliaments in the east of Africa. They speak Swahili. You go to the parliament in South Africa, they speak Zulu and other languages, Xhosa, etc., etc. But why should it be a problem for us to communicate? I also want to use this opportunity for commend the Minister of Information, Siba, for Chernobyl, for doing all these press conferences now in Creole. This is more interesting, this is get more audience now, because this is what people understand. So, again, like I say, for me, it's a fairness of God, being humble, and being truthful to myself. My conscience is what guides me. Anytime the way how they deal with my fellow man, I feel that's the way how they deal with God. And on one day see God. but I believe God is in you, God is in me. If I do bad to you, that means I don't do bad to God.
Honorable, you are very young, the youngest as you say, but in this your action of plan or plan of action, you not really emphasize more on youth employment or youth empowerment. Why?
I just, firstly, I won't say I am very young. That's a misnomer for say somebody is very young. Now, only in Salone, you look at a 40 years old man, you call her young, while the Vice President of the United States is turning 40, but they just don't become 40. This time, the man will likely will be the president. President Obama, who all that admire, was 43 or there, about 44. The man who was swear in Guinea, then this year, Mamadi Doumbouya is 45. You talk about Burkina Faso's Traoré, he's in his 30s. You talk about Emmanuel Macron of France, he took power at the age of 39. So I think it's a misnomer for anybody feel like somebody who's 40, you don't meet the constitutional requirement age. Somebody who's taking care of a family, happily married with 3 kids, you call them very young. I think it's a perception where the young people have need for change. If you not challenge yourself as a young person, then when will be the right time for any young person for take the lead? Papa them is saying they prepare the future for we. Now where the future don't reach, they still tell us we're young. That is so wrong. So who were you preparing it for? Were you preparing it for yourself? Then you can continue for till we turn pa, then that thing will come. Any young person will get that thought, then that person is silly. I don't mean you, I mean like any young person. This is a time only for feel like this is our generation. It was prepared for us. We need to take responsibility. And now to the question about young people, job creation, etc., etc. You see in the number 10th pillar of what I said is about young people and women in governance. So for me, it's surrounded by young people.
Somebody go really want to say what you will say about job. You know, the ordinary person out there, where you tailor and down, you go one let you explain or expand that. Okay. Say I will create social job. The last time we were President Bill say we will create 5,000 job. Somebody will want to read that say, Honorable Usman on Unity being for tell we say it create for we job. Now this he go do. So what you go tell the youth then where they watch you or we get for look at you plan of action.
Absolutely. When you look at the pillar we get for do with economic revitalization, it talks about job creation, industrialization and job creation. I spoke about a private sector-led economy. Yeah. Me believe say the private sector now for create jobs for people. The majority of the people of this nation are young people. Over 70-something% are young people. If you have a push until the age of 45, you get over 80-something% who are up from the age of 45 to 0. You know. So these are all young people. So if you're creating jobs, then these young people are the primary beneficiaries of these jobs that will be created. But me not believe say it should be government. Any country where the government, like Sierra Leone, where the government is the largest employer, that country not the progress. I believe we need to create an environment that encourages the private sector, external private sector as well as local private sector, for come and build an economy for you. If you take mining, let's go back to mining, even though mining is secondary for me, the companies the way they now. You create jobs not just by doing the mining, but also by value addition. Yeah, we get mining companies that they can take all the dirty, they mine and they can't go. You know how many minerals when they take out of this country, we think? They take all the minerals and they go with them. What do? So we know value addition, create jobs. The first phase of this production, let's do it here. Let's see how they smelt the iron. Let me see how they clean the diamond wood they make now. And by doing that, you create jobs. This is just the private sector I'm talking about. But how private sector they come? Now when you encourage them for me, they come. You give them maybe tax holidays. Sometimes there's this thing in English where they say, you're being penny wise and pound foolish. We rather tax people then. Companies, nobody they can invest in Sierra Leone because they like salon. I mean, like proper investors. They come to Sierra Leone because they feel like then they come and get the return on the investment, what they call ROE. Any company where they can invest in Sierra Leone, do what they call a financial model. Financial model will show them how much money they get for come with, how long it will take them for them to pull this money. It's also because of love that they come salon. And most of these investors where they come with debt, and they go to the banks. 80% of the money where they carry to a salon are debt. 20% they be their equity, when and then your money, mostly 20-25%. So how do they get that money back? But if you make them so difficult for them for come, waiting will make an investor say, okay, I go Ghana. Also they get roads, they get lights, taxes are lower. Let me go there, then I can't see earlier. So these are things we need to look at for encourage private sector for come. At the same time, we create credit facilities for the local people now. There are many people who want to do business in Sierra Leone, many Sierra Leonean business people. Imagine yourself, Elizabeth, for they put this thing together. If you be one for get loan for do this, how difficult would it be? Now you own physical cash in which you get now used for put this all together. Whereas in the in other countries, even the phone weight and they own, and they pay for $10, $20. Even the host the way that they bill, where they live in, and they pay for a small. Here the pressure is on us. I want drive motor car, pass I gather the money I go buy. I want host, pass I gather the money I go bill. I want phone, pass I gather the money I go buy or active. And that is where corruption is being encouraged. So these are some of the things. It takes a lot of conversation, to be honest. Maybe this interview might not be enough for to talk about all of them. But these are some of the things we personally, I feel like are things that we want to observe locally as well as that I observe outside, as well as from the conversations where I don't get with people. Where if we do some of those things, we can push this nation forward.
You think, say, selling as a country, we minerals the way we demand now, we able for get them to final product, we get that money there as a country?
So this is what I said earlier. Saloon no need for gets the money. I spoke about private sector. We be one airport. Mama Airport, as well as the Lunge Terminal where they do so. It is not government's money, and the private sector money. You go to the mines. The companies the way they run their mines here so now, a private sector. And then they come and invest their money. The way how you structure their contracts here, government can gain. You got something called public-private partnership sort of investments. The government or the nation ain't get the assets. The private sector they carry the money for can utilize their assets here so, or their resources here so. A company going for can. Elizabeth Mining Company. One for can do mining as earlier. So okay, we have these mines. This 9 day now. Give we 40%, you take 60%. But at the same time ensure that a number of Sierra Leoneans have to be employed and trained over a number of years. You need to have a plan because you need succession plan. Okay, for the first 5 years, the heads of the companies here can be foreigners. But the person way that the immediate assistant for the Sierra Leonean, they understudy them. After the 5 years, Sierra Leoneans need for start for takeover. Now this 40% way they come to government. It's enough resources for we make we use that and put on investments as in infrastructure, and at the same time for those save some for the future generation. Not forget that these mineral resources we you talk about, they can be depleted, they're done after a number of years. But Salon they done. The picking the way they born, waiting they get for coming. What is the fund we'll get for keep for them for Tuma Bamba? Say, oh yes, we had diamonds, we had bauxite, we had titanium, whatever you want for color. We had them. So as much as we get this money, we're not spending a single cent. Private sector, they come. Yes, they need to make profit, so maybe you give them 60%. The 40% comes to government. We have enough for pay with debts, because not forget we get a lot of external and internal debts in Salon. At the same time, we get enough for local infrastructure. Then the infrastructure will like social projects. Things like this healthcare scheme, what they talk about, educational scheme, where some of these are social projects with a government responsibility. That money, part of our putande, and some of this money now we get for keep for the future generation, because money get for done. As it is now, I was reading the budget speech. You will not believe that Salon's coverage, if Salon don't make money for 2 months, we will not get anything. We reserve not enough for what we will cover. We sell for 2 months. We can only cover ourselves for a month and a half. So that's how bad Salon's economic situation.
All right, Honorable, let me quickly look at the relationship between you and your brothers and sisters. Now the All People's Congress, we all man divide for this position. And you know one person we don't really admire Dr. Samora Matuwisi as somebody of high caliber. If Samora they wrong, how you go feel for contend with her?
You're talking of a hypothetical situation if he did run. He's not running so far, as we know. He hasn't expressed that. He still holds, or his team holds on to the belief that they're going to give us back the power. My relationship with Dr. Samora is one what I call a familial one. So it goes beyond politics.
So they still hold to the fact that we are getting electoral justice?
Well, I know, electoral justice is a big term. I'll tell people, I've always said that I believe in electoral justice. I feel what happened in 2023 was wrong. The elections were stolen at all levels, local, council, general, as well as presidential, was stolen. So I feel we deserve justice for that. But the pathway the party will take at the time, I will go through a dialogue, and that dialogue then I lead to the tripartite recommendations, right? So for me, I think that's the route we will not take for get electoral justice. So I believe in electoral justice, and I believe in the implementation, and I feel for local electoral justice, we need to implement all the recommendations we contained in the tripartite report, right? Like I said, my relationship with him is very cordial. It has been a little while we not talk and see, but I will try to continue for make sure that I reach out to him, because like a father figure to me, he was part of my family. He grew up with some of my uncles, and we come up from the same region of the country. And with regards to other brothers and sisters we talk about, you see the first pillar what I talk about is about uniting the APC. We all need to understand, say, how and one person can forget her, and then the person where God, ordained for the get her. We all long come into this race, not because now we make the APC, not because now we get her, not because Papa then be willing to me. We all come and join the APC because now partner edifice, now very, very good edifice. Like anybody who join the SLPP or join the APC now, and because these two are so big that you believe, say, if you lead them particularly, that's the road where you will take for get to State House. So we firstly need to understand that we they come for benefit from a system where other people not build for it. Secondly, we need to understand that the ultimate vision for we now for win power and then control the narrative of development of this nation using the APC as the vehicle. And that's what the Constitution says too, that you have to belong to a political party to make you run for the presidency. So, me, I don't just say, I actually do. I don't try as best as possible for reach out to the people who are also the contest, my colleagues. I have very, very good relationship with all of them. All of them, I mean. I've always made myself the bobo to them, if I can put on that way, quote unquote, where Nami they gonna host them, Nami go call, then say go call me sometimes. I respect them. Some of them who don't get a relationship from university, some of them I get family relationship with, some of them not even give me job in government, you know. So there's that kind of relationship. I'm comfortable with them, at the same time, from what I see, they're comfortable with me. So in terms of uniting the party, I'm not just saying it, it is what I actually live by. And I also want to make this very clear, that as much as I believe that I will win the election and become the next leader of the APC, I also want to give the assurance that if not to me, I'll be one of the first people for lift the hand of whoever wins and support that person there. Because the vision and aspiration of the APC and the people of this nation is bigger than Osman Timbo and any personal ambition.
All right, that looks so sweet, saying it. Hopefully, at the end of the day, if you become or emerge the winner, other people go lift your hand up. But there is an individual in the party where they pull everybody down. When it just don't declare, say it want for go. Also, when a Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blade, within our relationship also.
Firstly, saying that they pull everybody down, I don't know where that is coming from.
It has come with Akisoya, and Akisoya gets some tax we don't see, and before with regards Dr. Samura. So these are pointers we make mention of how you are into una relationship.
But who is it, everybody?
Well,
so I just want to tell you, say
also Ade Macaulay, so the flag bearers, they get some itches. So.
Dr. Blyden, I'm a constituent. So she lives in my constituency, and me as the member of parliament, I mean the term will be get a constituency-based system. Well, still he lives in my district, because the Western Urban District and the district and is still there in Freetown. So, and she's actually registered in the place where in 2018 I was a member of parliament. Sylvia Blyden is an elder sister to me. It does something for me where I think it left an indelible mark. I remember there was a time when armed robbers they attacked me and my horse. Sylvia Blyden was one of the first people who picked phone and called me. And well, he commiserated with me. He says sorry to me. She was worried about what happened to me. I remember one time I was doing an interview online and somebody pointed out to something where me say, and he writes something on social media against me. Sylvia Blyden also used that as an opportunity for say sorry for that. He said he misunderstand what may happen at that time. Sylvia Blyden are one person where boldly they talk about the things that they been do as Chief Justice, or the things that we do we help for make the APC kind of power. She's mentioned that. As somebody we back and forth, he will call me, I go call her, and we talk about things that maybe you want to be Deputy Secretary General, if you want clarification on things. She used to call me, Mr. Bini reach out to her. So we have, like I say, a brother and sisterly relationship. So we say with everybody, I will tell you, Dr. Blyden, me and him not get bad relationship, you do. And I feel we relationship transcends just politics. Now I'm getting reason. Don't forget she's also a journalist, like yourself. Maybe the insights we get, they're based on waiting, they don't research or waiting to investigate. I not look at that day, you know. But and in terms of within the party, and say instead don't join the race, she has not. She has made it very clear. I think I read a post where I say she's consulting. She's thinking of whether for deputy chairperson of the party or flag bearer of the party. She's a member of the party. She's a honorary foundation member. Definitely she meets the 5 years requirement for being a member of the party. She's over 40 constitutionally. I don't know whether I get dual citizenship or not. I don't know whether she's qualified to be a member of parliament. But otherwise, from within the party, she meets the requirements. She's a strong woman. We have to accept she is a strong woman. In personal views, those are personal views. I don't want to go into them. She has her reasons. But our relationship has been cordial. So that's what I'll say.
All right, the program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. We did live inside with Honorable Usman Timbo with the table around in political career as 2028 in one of the strong APC member we want for come up. We go take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we go talk around in diaspora movements where we don't make and how politics na money. So we want to see how Honorable prepared with this 100 million where APC don't levy as candidature fee on a statue.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy
the program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show? We dey inside with Honorable Usman Timbo, who side we dey talk about in political journey heading to 2028, where APC is in a hurry to go to State House. Now, Honorable, politics na money. APC don't levy 100 million. It's you in a diaspora, they do some consultation. How prepared are you for this journey?
Very prepared. I'm very prepared, that's what I'll tell you. Like I said, it's more than people will see. I've done this many times. Maybe I don't ever do them for presidency, but I've done campaigns successfully, not just in my constituency, but even national campaigns within my party. I know my strategy. I don't follow the crowd. I know exactly what my target is. Nothing will sway me as in. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm going to stick to my guns, stick to my plan with my team, and we know we're going to win. You said politics na money, yes, na money, but at the same time we need to understand that a lot of money they give power. Yes, you need money for go up and down. It's still cultural for we follow you talk about Bora and then kind of thing. You need money for fix certain places there. Yes, but it's never been money. President Bio sit on also. He wasn't the richest. In 2012, he ran with Usuboi. You know, compare President Bio in money where you get with Usuboi in money. You know, compare President Koroma in money where he gets at the time with the Sayi Kamals, the Editores of that time, Joshua Williams and others. So it shows it's different. There are times where even, between Solomon Beyawa of blessed memory, Honorable Solomon Beyawa, and President Koroma, that man was in charge of, had power, he had government. You remember the time we talk about 10,000, one polo and 10,000, all intended it. So it shows clearly, but people forget that money doesn't give power. It facilitates, but it doesn't. Not God 90 peak. So in terms of moving across the country, consulting, I'm prepared for that. As it is, almost to complete the second phase of my campaign. It's completed, just that I'm not able to go on one district because of the chairman will be needed and get plenty if he lost family members back to back while they go to this days, yeah. But across this entire nation, I have been able to facilitate, or my team has been able to facilitate our movement and the consultation. And this media engagement is part of the next phase of the campaign. So I'm prepared. The 100,000 we talk about, or we call 100 million, it doesn't faze me. If I cannot pay it, the people of this nation who support me will. Don't forget, I am doing a grassroots mobilization. I'm one of the few people, I think I don't see another aspirant. We also they do this mobile bigger. If not 5,000, give me 5,000, 10,000. I have a code where they ask people for and contribute, and I'm sure with the way I see things to go, people will contribute towards that. I don't want to lead for the sake of Osman Timbo. I want to lead if the people of this nation wants that to be.
Okay, so how you intend for address some of we key challenges as Sierra Leoneans if tomorrow you emerge as president, or as potential, if you emerge as flag bearer for the All People's Congress?
It's quite a broad thing when you say challenges. If you talk about one specific one, yes. Like I'll tell you earlier, yes, I'm a salon person. Yes, I don't go. Yes, I don't see the problems. I don't dare. I don't see them. I don't feel them myself. But at the same time, individually, I don't have the solutions to all them problems. Yeah? That is why I listen. That is why I consult. That is why I want to put a team together. A team that is that can unite this nation. I can tell you, I don't mind putting a cabinet together that is not just made up of APC members, but Sierra Leoneans, people with the requisite experience, the requisite knowledge. And when I say knowledge, you don't mean PhD or this or that. So man can get experience with better pass down our way, get all them big qualifications, yeah. What's important is integrity and humility. So together we'll deal with them problems, yeah. So I'm not one for going to call this one problem, call out that problem, say I get solutions for them. But together we sit. We do a national development plan within a part of my agenda. Thing we'll talk about. This national development plan is something where within the first 100 days, I believe we need to put together a team of people in politics, APC, SLPP, all the other political parties, civil society organizations, all type of, the different demographics, young, old, whatever people you bring journalists. We all can sit down, religious people, traditional people. We come and sit down. We say, this is not Saloni problem. This is not our aspiration. What do we want to achieve in the short term? The short term is within 1 year. What do we want to achieve? What do we want to achieve in the medium term? Within 5 to 10 years. What do we want to achieve in the long term? Within the next 20-25 years. What's our want for Saloni? We agree on that. We take it to parliament, we legislate on it, we make it law. Once it becomes law, owned by all political parties, APC, SLPP, any other political party with the parliament, we agree. Civil society, we agree. Young people, old people, men, women, disabled people, we agree. Say that it's so we want to go. This becomes the law of the nation. So if APC in a power, we know say, okay, this and this now for do. If SLPP can have power, they say this and this now for continue for do. That fet's not good day again where APC say we carry this manifesto now our agenda this. SLPP can carry the manifesto now their agenda this. It creates a stop start. And if people remember my first speech in Parliament in 2018, we go viral, we go across the world. And when I talk about government na continuity, If you come and say like I can with the GTT report and team we can put all with the APC do the rubbish, you to where you count SLPP. Now we they can do correct thing. If APC come back, they can say all with the SLPP do wrong. The government or the country will go before. We take one step before, we take 2 steps back. It will not work. So that is why we need this national development plan. Waiting somebody now in the SLPP will tell you that, oh, we don't get a national development plan. I've heard the chief minister talking about it all the time. You sit down, you one in government, and to yourself, you do a plan. You think APC will accept her? You think other people will accept her? But if it's collectively, we all own this plan, then things will move forward. This is what I believe.
Honorable, women they cry for 30% all over, and we don't get 33%, which we are very proud of now in governance or all sector. If you emerge for being a winner, would you choose a female for your deputy?
For me, 30% is not enough for women. I've worked with women. I see how women can deliver. Let's not limit them to 30%, or 30% should be the minimum. And like I say, this is not just what I say. In my constituency, I still talk about the constituency because I believe in the constituency-based system. Even putting together an executive, I have over 40-something% members in my executive, from the ward level to the constituency level. I believe in women. My mom was a strong woman. My mom held a home together growing up. Not my dad. My dad was working. My dad had another family too because it was a one-way figure. You know. Now, even in my home now, my wife is the head of my home. I see how much sanity worth bring to me and my family. Even my own thoughts, even the way I behave, even the way I go out, even the way I come in, I owe it all to my wife and my mom. You know, so I know how women can make a change. I know how women can be sincere. So for me, 30% is just a minimum. With the question of a woman as a running mate, absolutely, it will be part of the consideration. Absolutely. I don't want to say more, because the decision of Udaga for being the running mate has to be done by the flag bearer in consultation with the executive, the National Advisory Committee of the party. But I have my thoughts already. As we go along, we're not going to hear more about that. But I want to make you know, I totally believe in women. And like I say in the pillars, the 10th pillar, that it will be a woman and youth-led government. So rest assured, women will be highly placed. Even now, I have many women in my mind where I know these women can make very good cabinet ministers. I don't want to talk about running mate. A lot of things for me. I like even the fact that now women can bring me here, to be honest. My political base is women, not even young people, just young people. It's women. And then totally bring me into politics. That they run up and down with me in 2018. And anybody who see me campaign at that time will say, Timbo Nage, oh, woman. That's what people say. Even in the party now, I feel like the Women's Congress, I mean, Mama Demle, everything I do, I feel like it has to be with the Women's Congress.
Okay, so as somebody where we don't contest, you get edge in terms of contesting for election over other potential flag bearer them. What are the lessons that we don't learn from your previous political campaigns and your leadership role, and how this go make you get an informed strategy moving forward?
I'm not going to say my experience don't give me an edge, right? But I will tell you, say my experience just prepare me for this. I have learned a lot from the contest that I'm going to. I'm not going to explain the strategy. Yeah. I know if I talk about the challenges, and I don't see them as challenges, I see them as opportunities. Then we being calm along the way, because challenge, and when you put under your mind, say it's a challenge, it becomes negative from calling it a challenge. So I saw that, and it don't inform the way I'm moving forward. I'll give you an example. In 2018, during the 2018 electoral cycle, Osman Timbo was on TV, on radio, they go all over the place, in parliament, I was doing the same. And what happened with that, I was scapegoatized and I was removed from parliament. Now then, say we snake one big in behind. That's one thing I will tell you I don't understand. So maybe that's one reason why people might not be seeing what I'm doing. And it's deliberate, because I don't want people to see me as a target. So, if I just give you a tip, that's part of the strategy. That's one of the things that I learned in a number of years. And I also don't learn say I need to say less, and do more and say better. So in terms of strategy, that's as much as I can tell you.
So you think back then you be too open, you be the put out Bokutin out there, as you say now you want for be reserve and you want do less and.
Well, it wasn't like I wasn't doing the work. I was doing the work, but at the same time people may see what I really do. Imagine the campaign of Freetown, the crowd were opposed, unprecedented. Even the votes, even my presence on TV and on radio, it was a lot. I've been in a people that faced them. So maybe, I don't know say it was bad, but I just learned from it.
So with all that overwhelming support where you get back then, when they remove you in a parliament, how you be taken to heart, how you be turn for you and to the family?
Personally, it was tough. I remember a few days ago, they tell me, my wife about, if people know how strong I am inside, they will know that this man is way older than even in face or years. I don't go through many turbulent times in my life. With some people that don't break down. I gave up everything that I don't get in life just for serve people. And in 2019, I put me in a parliament where I feel I wanted to serve people. I see people when I'm in Padidem, or where I've been feeling I'm in Padidem, persecute me. People when I'm in Padidem, I feel like they sell me out for their own personal, political gains. But that was one time, like I said, I don't see challenges, I see opportunities. As much as I've been one of the lowest moments of my life, at the same time, I mean the opportunity that I never get for become a better person. For that I understand life properly. For that I understand the politics where they in, the environment. And for that I think bigger. So if that not be happen, maybe this Osman Timbo today not for me exist. So it wasn't a challenge, it was a low point, yes, but it created opportunity for me. It opened my eyes up, it opened my horizon, it make I understand better human beings as well as life. Before that 10 day, I was removed in May. My daddy been there alive till January the same year. So although I had that backbone way, something hit me, I had to go to my daddy and he explained to her, because he's seen all of this life what I go through, so he would tell me your experiences, blah blah blah, how to deal with things. But after he died, now in this judiciary way, in my head, come and come pull him became. So the also me that the bill, and then they used to pull me first. And I started realizing that life will not be the same. I have to make a way for myself.
Honorable, you just say people then betray you. Are you still bitter about them individuals then will be betrayed?
No, No, I've moved on. Man, I don't keep grudge. Maybe people know, some people might not know that I talk. So somebody hurt me, I tell you. I tell you to your face that you don't do me this, and I move on from it. I get people that did join the same club in our university, or radicals. Some of them are the people who are behind this. I get people who have been work with me in my office. So let you know how I am not tribalistic. All my partners at my law firm were mainly people. Solomon Jamil was my partner. Samuel Yubi Safa, who was deputy ambassador in Geneva, was my partner. Bakisa Bemwabi, they were all my partners. We were all working together. And I hold nothing against them. We're friends. Even the lawyer we prosecute me case, we lead the case against me, was my squad mate in the radicals. He's now a big lawyer, Musa Mewa. We have a good relationship. The person we, me and him, were so close before politics. A colleague lawyer of mine, when me and him openly argue on television, you know, to the point where I lost me cool on AYV TV. Honorable Hindu gave out. He's my friend, we're close. We were close before. We get into politics, it was heated, I don't be wanting to talk, I don't want nothing for doing that. Now we're very cool. Equally with people living in government now, they're my friends. I have a lot of people I go to school with, we talk, some of them tell me a lot of things will happen during the years that they put in inform certain things that will happen. So I'm very cool with them. Equally within the APC, there are people there where I feel like maybe not do what they're supposed to do will lead to what happen. Some of them are still friends, some of them are family. Like I say, I've learned, I have a clear mind, I know I not do anything wrong at the time, but that prepared me for today.
Okay, so finally for me, what is the message where you will convey to Sierra Leoneans voters as they prepare for potentially lead the APC to another election for 2028?
For tell Sierra Leoneans that this is a defining moment. Like how Dr. Samuel Kamabi said in the debate where they ask what is responsible for how we did so and is in our government. And successive governments don't put to in a Yahudi. Osman Timbo is one person that has one vote. The responsibility we Sierra Leoneans they get, and even now within the APC the delegates they get, a responsibility when a God now put on their hand. Whatever decision or whatever choice they're making is not theirs. They're making it as emissaries for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let money, let personal interests not override the national interest. Let them look at all of us, do assessments. Over the years, this person in record. Over the years. So man, you see until today, just few years. It can be money or sometimes it come and say, na me this, na me that. Do you know that person beyond 5 years, 10 years? You know in real track record, you know who that he be? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. Live with your short-term benefit, not make we can sacrifice this nation in moving forward one. We don't see Boku, we don't come off far. The pain where Usman Timbo might not be feeling, una the feeling. Whether you APC, you SLPP, you feel this pain. Your dreams and aspirations they're not dissimilar from the one way from that person we come on southeast or that person we come on north or northwest or the western area. We all want the same thing. We want to see a nation that is thriving. Now here we all sit down. We admire a few things where they happen at Burkina Faso. We admire a few things where they happen at Guinea with neighbor deny. We still deny. We never play politics with people their lives. The responsibility lies with everybody. I ask people for them to look beyond tribes. Ask people, let them look beyond paddy business. Even religion, look beyond that. Look beyond religion and make the choice which will be in the best interest of Salome. I also want to address this. People say, oh, young. People forget, say, the Jesus Christ, whether they worship, whether the prophet, whether the conduit between them and God, became a prophet at the age of 33. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, became a prophet at the age of 40. But these are the two biggest people in the world, even as of now. Over half of the world's population, they worship either Islam or are Christians. So let's understand that age can be a number. So look at the person's character and make a choice. No say that choice will you get, not to you know. That God now give that responsibility. And the way how you use them to by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge you for the responsibility. That same way so we say as the one that we want for need, we get a responsibility. If we do anything wrong, tuma bambai. If you're not sure I will be kingdom, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you which will do to take you the responsibility.
Alright, the program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show, as we done the roundup, Honorable Usman Timbo just done highlights in joining heading into State House, and this not just a synopsis. We go try for bring Honorable more time for make it tell we as when it would finally become a flag bearer. But before being a flag bearer, why when they go into the elections, we go also try for get time as the program now Unity Broadcasting, and we are here to connect voices. We go read few text messages. I go read 2 text message from we Facebook page and from we official number, and 1 from we official WhatsApp line. Maybe from both say, Honorable Timbo, you are so calm in your presentation. I wish APC can just see that it is a need to give a youth person like you. I love your eloquence, so calm from your explanation. Somebody told me last that you were all over social media when you were removed, but now you can see that you are so calm, and for somebody to become president, he or she has to become not being arrogant, talking so easily. Your way of life will lead you, if not this time, 2032-33, you'll be the best president for the Republic of Sierra Leone. Congratulations in advance, and I wish to see you emerge as the winner for others to hold your hands high up. That come from Mary Wayne on the Major Texas from Bo. Alusain from Mountain God say, Honorable, what are some of your major stripes that will lead us as youth to believe that these old folks will not muscle you down? Remember, what team can you also tell us you are belonging to or you are working with? Are you with the team A, Dr. Samura, or Ibrahim Bangura, or you are with team B, Sylvia Bladin, Akisoya? If you believe in women's empowerment, can you choose Akisoya to be your vice, or can Akisoya choose you to be her vice? Vice versa, if any one of you win, are you in consultation with her? Tell us, let us please know. And the last one I will read from we WhatsApp message. Josephine also from both say, oh, Honorable, you na man way I ever done they admire na this media. The day you declare say you want be president of this nation, it give me body some kind good feeling. If you not be married, me I for don't wish for married you for make her be the first lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, because every day I dey pray say make you win and be president. That come from Josephine. That come from we text message and we WhatsApp message. Marie.
Okay, from we messages the way kind of Facebook. This one they say Salon need to step up to set up blueprints as a nation for betterment of the country. Honorable Timbo, 2026 to 2028. Allow him to lead his generation. Again, the same person say the important thing is that the ability to deliver. Honorable Timbo, 2026 to 2020 again. This one they say Timbo is above 55 years. Please ask him this question. Honorable Usman Timbo, what is your long-term vision for Sierra Leone if you become the APC flag bearer and eventually president, and how does this vision differ from both the current government and previous APC administration? This one they say, given your political journey so far, what specific leadership experience and achievements best qualify you to lead not only the APC but the entire nation as this critical stage of Sierra Leone development? This one they come up from Elizabeth. This one they say, Honorable Sir, we need the gospel true. We do not need fake. So what is your promise to the betterment of Sierra Leone? And this one say you are above 51. So now the few messages.
So Honorable, these are some of the few messages we come in where we decide for read. We get direct pointer to waiting we discuss about waiting are you reactions to them.
Firstly, I want to say thank you to all the texters as well as the viewers. I want to say thank you to them. Like I always say, Usman Timbo doesn't have all the ideas. No, I don't. I don't even get the experience for be president, and nobody does. I think now only President Bio, now I got the experience, President Koroma, and a few others we don't sit on there before. So anybody will come and tell you, say, Sabi, all the solutions, they're lying. They're lying. The questions, I'll answer them generally in terms of, number one, about being in a team. I don't know whose question down there about whose team I belong to. I don't belong to any team. Some of the names where the person called, they are like competitors like myself. How can I belong to a team with them? Somebody asked me about the same person talk about me and Yvonne Akisoya. Yvonne Akisoya is an elder sister, and that's how I call her. She's a woman of substance, a woman who served diligently, a woman who has shown compassion, and somebody where I go always want to work with in whatever capacity. In terms of running mates, either way, vice versa, the party has to decide that, we two come from the same region. We're both from the Western area region, so I don't know how then they go play, but notwithstanding, she's somebody who I hold in very, very high esteem and will always want to work with her. And if it happens that me win, I will definitely want to work with her. If it happens that Naim win, that's a choice, whether you want to work with me or not want to work with me. With regards specific pointers on what I could do, then I want fake, what's the real long-term vision. I've said it. That my vision is to see Salone become a better nation, a nation that is competitive when it comes to its similarity. I mean, in comparison with other nations. That is my vision. But how to achieve that vision, we have to collectively do it. This is something that I've maintained ever since. There was a time when I start with, it's time to put together a whole manifesto. And I'm like, no, why for sit down and feel like I miss all the solutions? These are just my ideas. So that's the point where I stop and say, no, let's talk frankly, let's discuss it. Who saw you there under so? You have ideas. Where sometimes me not they see. We may not even read about, we may not even know about. But the more we talk about them, the more we make headway. This is the same policy that I used in my constituency in 2018, before 2018. They say politicians, they come and make promises. Go to my constituency. Nobody not go tell you, say, Usman Timbo come and make promise to us, I they build this, I they build that. If you tell me, I say, well, I go try. Whatever God give me, I will try. Me a person where, you know, people tell me for last stop for do this because I'm in politics. Even though I say I am in politics, but I'm not a politician. The things that they do in my constituency, or what have been done, they do in my constituency, or they say for talk about them. The things that they do as a lawyer, they help them here and there. The things that we do, talk about them. And me, Islam tell me say, if I give me right, let me left no. I not do one for politics. I did do one because I feel I'm serving. This nine God sent me to this earth for. How are they left this place? Waiting at the story of me picking and go come and hear about them papa. Just like I feel proud. Say, oh, people talk about my papa now. Well, any side I go, now so your papa been there, now so your grandpa been there. I feel good about that. The same way I want for left that same legacy there for me picking them. And when I say picking them, I not just mean my biological picking them. Every other picking, let them come and be proud. Say, oh, this we uncle, this young man, now been do this, now been do that. And they tell me worth again about this guy, Lumumba, and how young he was, how he decided to do things differently. You cannot do the same thing and expect a different result. If we not do something radically different, na salon, then loan also not a change. So people have to be prepared. Say, okay, this is the most unlikely candidate. You look in face, you get baby face. But this man over the years, we don't see, say, he's been very steadfast. You know, they change. He don't day in this public space, corruption never come away. Look how they live in personal life. Look in fairness for God. And all that. And say, okay, let's go behind this. Even though sometimes we feel say not to intend this. Let's go behind him. What do you mean not to intend this? Now you not God, now you sabi time? Can you wait any longer? You want for wait another 5-10 years? For let this country continue for day the way how we did so? Do something radically different for make this country change. I'm not sure I don't answer all the questions, but for time and all, unless you get specific thing where you ask me, I think this is what I have to say.
Honorable, whilst we don't round up now, what will be your last message to viewers and to the one that we get for watch this broadcast?
My last message will be to commend you. I remember the first time we will meet, now being a burying, a funeral in a church. And that was a day or two before my declaration. I not be ever meet you before. And you walk up to me and you introduce yourself. You told me about your admiration for me. And about my declaration and how you want to be part of them and how you want to attend and cover them. You know, and at the time thinking of unity was more like the SLPP slogan and then kind of thing. It was more related to the SLPP. It wasn't like I was against it, but I was like, this is what I believe in. That kind of thing where you look beyond party colors. I have plenty friends in the SLPP. Plenty friends in the SLPP who are SLPP people, but we're still friends. And you look beyond that. You say, this is the first man that is declaring for the APC. His intention. You went there and you provided the best and widest coverage of that program there. Interviewing staunch SLPP executive members and supporters who were there. I want to say thank you to you. I want to acknowledge the fact that you look beyond political colors. And I feel so proud that today you don't establish this edifice. I feel so proud that you the host APC people them. I feel so proud that you make this beyond a party color. And like how you rightly tell me, perception will make people feel like, oh, Unity Broadcasting is SLPP. And you've shown not just by your words, but by your action, that this is Sierra Leonean. I want to tell you thank you. I want for encourage you for you do this. And they ask every Sierra Leonean, yes, you can choose for be Arsenal supporter, you can choose for be Blackpool, you can choose for be Lion supporter. But the bottom line is the Salone, a big pass me, a big pass you. We all now one Salone we get. This green, white and blue, now in the identify we buy. Once we left this place, they not say you're APC, you're SLPP, they say you're Sierra Leonean. So thank you very much. May God bless you. And I ask many other people, whether you're in APC, SLPP or non-aligned, for you think like how Elizabeth they think and see Salone rather than just the SLPP or the APC. Once again, thank you to all of you, and I wish Sierra Leoneans a bright and prosperous 2026.
All right, the program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. Plenty thank you to our studio guest, Honorable Usman Timbo. He dey here for talk about in political career. But the good thing we are so happy and I'm to this, where it don't see, say, we don't look at party more than, we don't look at nation more than party. And the perception about Sierra Leoneans, about Unity Broadcasting, was that it was SLPP. But in don't come clarify, say, we have looked beyond that. Yeah. And I'm glad we come inside the studio. And Sierra Leoneans, this platform is for everybody, regardless your party color, your nationality, your region or anything. It's here to connect every voices. And we don't do the opposite. We do what Sierra Leoneans want. Plenty thank you to una we send una text message we will not read, and apologies next time we will make sure we read. I'm your name now Elizabeth Kefoe-Gembe, and good morning. Stay tuned and bye for now.
Plenty thank you to our technical head David Harding, air assistants Rina Alfred Pewa. We also serve as head of camera operators. Boku thank you to our productive producer Suleiman Jalom, and me your name na Maria Marie Bilkish Dumbia. Assalamu alaikum.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salone people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come
for developments now we country
unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salone.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come
for developments now we country
unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation